Pennsylvania, Nesquehoning, and Coldell, 6 towns apart, 6 miles apart. And the point about it is, my mother, I was 4 years old when she died, and my father was 10 years old when he died. So more or less, almost.
You were raised by your grandfather.
Father, well, that's it.
Did he chiz?
Okay, that was the father was Michael Yurchak, and my mother was Fanny Yurchak. I was born in Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania. My mother was born in Coldell, Pennsylvania, 6 miles apart. And
okay, how many brothers did you have?
I had 8. No, there was 8 of us, 8 brothers. No sisters. I went into the Navy during World War II, and the other one, I had a brother, Steve, and he was captured by the Japanese in Philippines on Corregidor, and he was a captured sailor for.
He was a prisoner of war.
And he was a prisoner of war with the Japanese on Corregidor. And the point about it is, he survived approximately 3.5 years, and he came home. The 5 of us from World War II, we all survived, though we had problems, and we're almost all killed, probably captured. My 2 brothers, 3 brothers, 4 brothers. I was the 5th one. The 3 of us were in England. Michael and Steve, Michael and Andrew were in England, and I was in England. And the other 2 was in India, Burma. That was John, and the other one was Steve, the president.
Philippines.
Yeah, and they. We were just so fortunate that 5 of us survived through the war, World War II. And I was almost killed in England. I believed in going to church every time I could when I was in England. I believed in that. I believed it all my life. In the convoy, we went from New York, we went from Sampson, New York, we went down to New York City to get a ship called LST-17. That type of a ship was geared for landing tanks. And in Birmingham, England, we got a bus, we went down southwest England, called Falmouth. That was the first where our headquarters was. To Plymouth, England, that's when the Germans blasted our headquarters, flattened it, flat gone, everything was gone.
And you survived because you moved. So you looked at God having a helping hand in it.
Oh, God did have a. I'm so lucky. I think God had such luck that look where I was going on the trips. Helen Yurchak. I was board with her for 73 years. I was born. And the point about it, but I also knew her for 2 years, so overall, I know her, loved her for over 75 years. I was, yes, American embassy in London, and the point about it is, oh God.
God came back into your life because you overturned your car.
Yes.
And you survived.
And that's it. The first ship after the invasion, called the ship the Leary, L-E, Leary.
This is Dad's ship, USS Leary.
Yeah. But I had about 10 ships I was on, a variety of ships. The best ship I liked was this one right here. This one right here, the USS Yosemite. That was, it was a flagship. We were stationed up in Newport, Rhode Island for 3 to 4 years, and I like that.
And the shirt says, never underestimate an old man who served on the USS Yosemite.
And this is it. This one I like the best. 2 kids. Number 1, my son George, right there. And the daughter was Marlene. Son and a daughter. I'm so grateful and appreciative of what my God did to me, because without him, I would not even be alive. We were bombed in Falmouth, England. My wife and I planned on being buried in Arlington National Cemetery. She's buried there now. And as soon as, well, God calls me home, that's it. I don't know then, but He's given me every day another day. She's there. I wanted to be there at 95 when I'm 96 now, and we're working on 97. But I loved her.
Where he gave 168 hours a week, and I can afford to give him 2 hours back, and everybody should get it.
That's one thing you never forget. My prayer, God. I never forget my God, because He's so good to me. When I was brought up, I used to say one word. I say, I strongly believe one word, prebach, prebach, prebach. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Oh God. I never want to, I don't want to have any hatred or anything. God is love. I strongly believe that. He's love. I will try to do what I can do. Oh, Father, I wish I could do a better job. I want to make sure I could do what I can to get it up to God's heaven. It means so much. I believe in that. I was brought up that way. But I know, forgive, forgive, forgive. I pray. I feel so bad that I had an argument with my daughter. I forget it to this day. I forgive, forgive, forgive to my God that I did argue with my daughter. I'm her father. I should never have done that. Never. And she's gone, and when I meet her in her heaven, I'll forgive her then too. But I blundered, I blundered, I blundered. And I know what war is. I saw it, I lived it. But that's the way it is. That's why I always believe in going to church. Church. I'll always at least give at least two hours. My God. every time go to church. And I did that. I tried it to my best because he protected me. He's good. I'm trying to beg my son, don't argue with his son. Don't do it. That's what I believe. Try. I'm trying to talk to my God. You're his son. Forgive, forgive, forgive. No matter what happens, forgive. It's your Sunday. I can't give you an order, but I want you to do your best for your son. You have one. Forgive him. But war is evil. Fighting is evil. God is love. That's love. All human beings make mistakes, but forgive. All I could do now is shed tears. It's late, but I'm going to do it to my Father when I meet him in heaven. But it's so the horror that I saw through war, and that was, my God saved me 3 times, 3 wars. World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. He saved me. I know that. And I'm appreciative. My God, he's good. And I'm all hoping that all my brothers and parents, grandparents, I hope they're up in heaven.